more updates on justice for Mohbad. I want you guys to pay attention to this one from the beginning of it till the end. We cannot lose or miss out on any of this update. It is important that you pay attention. Still on justice for Mohbad. A lot of things are happening. A lot of things are happening behind the scene. Things are happening here and there. Now, in this update, you'll be listening to how the nurse and Wunmi, the manipulation so far, what they did, how the nurse became all of a sudden quiet. So quiet. In fact, the silence itself, it is alarming. But you know that people who have spoken out like Prime Boy, terrible things happen to them. Have you observed that terrible things happen to them? Is it that once they open their mouth, the next thing that will happen is for the police to call them in, claiming that they have been petitioned. And you'll be wondering, petition for what? That is why the nurse had kept her mouth shut. But keeping her mouth shut does not mean that there is no fire on the mountain. In fact, what you're about to listen to today, in fact, you must just pay attention to this one. What you're about to listen to, it is deep. It is deep. Do you know that they had already plotted? And the only reason why this will be so smooth is because these people, they are experts in what they do. And the only reason why this, unless you're not a serial buyer or RIP, you are the kind of person, then it means that the smoothness, the way they executed it to this day, till this period that we are, has something to do with someone who has experience in such a thing. And that kind of person is someone who has been on this journey for so long. And that journey can only be linked to a police officer. Only a police officer who is an expert in covering up cases. And if you talk about how to manipulate, cover up, talk about certain police officers in Nigeria. I'm not saying all police officers. I'm not saying this is all of Nigeria. I'm just saying that when it comes to cover up of case, manipulation of case, appearing dumb, destruction of evidence, come and learn from them. I'm not saying this does not exist in other crimes where they try to cover up, because it takes someone who knows to now try to do what they do to cover up. It takes someone who knows. They already know. What you're about to hear is deep. Please like and share these videos. Very important. Like and share. Tap on the subscribe button if you're just coming across this channel.
Wunmi dúró de nurse títí dijọ́ Tuesday. Now, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ lọ. Nurse yẹn ti sọ fún wọn pé ẹ bá mi send photo kí n lè mọ nǹkan tí máa kó dání. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Ó ní ẹ bá mi send photo nǹkan tó ń ṣe kí n mọ nǹkan tó máa kó dání. Ìgbà tí Wunmi máa send photo sí nurse, ẹ má gbàgbé pé nurse ò mọ ẹni tó ń jẹ́ Mohbad. Spending náà dẹ̀ sọ ní corona inquest. Ó sọ pé òun ò sọ pé Mohbad ni. Ó lóun sọ fún pé ọ̀rẹ́ òun ní Lẹ́kì gbogbo wa ọmọ Mohbad. So ẹ má sọ pé ọmọ Mohbad. Nurse yẹn dẹ̀ confirm. Ó lóun ò mọ ẹni yẹn. Tó bá jẹ́ pé lómi lọ fi replace Mohbad ńkọ́. Tí Mohbad ti wà lókè tán ti gun pa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ lọ. Ṣé mọ̀ pé Spending ti lọ, Darosha, Àdúrà àti Wunmi ló kunu lé. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ lọ. Now, nurse sọ pé kó send picture nǹkan yẹn sóhun kóhun rí. Kóhun lè mọ nǹkan tóhun máa kó dání láti fi treat ẹ̀. Ìgbà tó máa send photo, nurse sọ pé wọ́n send photo sóhun. Ó ní ìgbà tóhun ti dénú estate yẹn lọ send photo. Gbogbo yín dẹ̀ rí photo yẹn, egbò kékeré ni. Egbò kékeré. Now, ẹ má gbàgbé pé ìgbà tá bá lọ wo other videos, alẹ́jọ́ tí Mohbad ṣe show gangan, a rí pé egbò yẹn ti wà lọ́wọ́ Mohbad for a long time. Ṣé rántí? Egbò tí Wunmi send sí nurse, ipò òun ló jẹ́ kí Mohbad sick. Ẹ má gbàgbé pé egbò yẹn ti wà lọ́wọ́ Mohbad few weeks before kí wọ́n tó send egbò yẹn. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi ṣá? Egbò yẹn lọ send sí nurse. So definitely nǹkan kan ń ṣe Mohbad tó ń sọ fún wa. Tó fi wá send egbò tó ti ní lórí phone ẹ̀ for weeks tó sọ pé nǹkan tó ṣe Mohbad ni. Màá lọ wá fídíò yẹn. egbò yẹn ti wà lọ́wọ́ Mohbad even kan tó ṣe show ńjọ́ yẹn. Even before that show, egbò yẹn ti wà lọ́wọ́ Mohbad. Egbò yẹn dẹ̀ tó sọ pé òun ló fa ẹ̀jẹ̀ sórí duvet. Ẹjọ́ ṣé egbò kékeré tó ti ń gbẹ yẹn ṣó lè fa odindi ẹ̀jẹ̀ sí king size duvet. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ lọ. Ìgbà tí nọ́ọ̀sì débẹ̀, ẹ má gbàgbé pé nọ́ọ̀sì ò mọ ẹni tó ń jẹ́ Mohbad. Nọ́ọ̀sì kàn lọ treat ni. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ní nọ́ọ̀sì fún. Nọ́ọ̀sì sọ fún wa pé abẹ́rẹ́ méjì péré lòun fún Mohbad. Àwọn olórí burúkú ọlọ́pàá Nàìjíríà táyé ò ní yẹ. Ìgbà tó máa fún wa ní explanation, gbogbo ẹ̀ ni máa wá gbé síta kí gbogbo yín gbọ́ lọ́la. Mi ní time lẹ́ni because mo fẹ́ gbéyàn wọlé. Ìgbà tí wọ́n máa wá ṣàlàyé fún wa, wọ́n ní abẹ́rẹ́ 6, wọ́n ní syringe 6. Ni àwọn rí nílẹ̀lẹ̀ níbi tí nọ́ọ̀sì ti fún Mohbad lábẹ́rẹ́. Nọ́ọ̀sì dẹ̀ sunkún pé òun ò fún Mohbad ní abẹ́rẹ́ 6. Ó ní abẹ́rẹ́ méjì ni, ó ní méjì yẹn gan. I said, and I quote, ó lóun kọ́ lòun fà á nínú syringe. Ó ní Wunmi ti fà á sílẹ̀ fóun, Wunmi ló mú fóun. Ó lóun béèrè lọ́wọ́ Wunmi pé kí lélẹ̀. Wunmi sọ pé nǹkan táwọn máa ń fún nìyẹn pé kóun fún. Ẹ dẹ̀ má gbàgbé pé nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn sọ statement kan, and I quote, ó ní Wunmi set me up. Ó ní Wunmi set òun up ni. Ó lóun ò mọ Mohbad, òun ò rí Mohbad rí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ lọ. Ó wá sọ pé wọ́n kọ́kọ́ gbé Mohbad lọ sí first hospital. Àbí ibẹ̀ ló ti kọ́kọ́ sọ fún wọn pé ó ti kú. But according to Darosha àti Wunmi, wọ́n sọ pé àwọn gbé kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ because àwọn ò accept pé ó ti kú. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Wọ́n nínú mọ́tò, wọ́n náà gbé sí orí ọ̀kadà làwọn gbé Mohbad sí. Ìgbà tó dé second hospital, òun ni Perez Hospital. Perez confirm pé Mohbad is dead on arrival. Ẹ bá gbàgbé pé níjọ́ yẹn, olórí burúkú gist lover àwáyé wa pòfo. Ó bá wọn ṣe nǹkan tí Darosha gbé, ọ̀rẹ́ Darosha lọ́lọ́ gbé, tó sọ pé òun rí Mohbad tó fẹ́ ṣe ara ẹ̀rìn wọ Perez Hospital. Ipò òun bá ya fọ́tò ṣe rántí. Ipe Mohbad ò kú o, ipe tó bá kú ajẹ́bẹ̀ ló kú sí. Ṣe rántí? But Perez sọ pé irọ́ ló pa. Until ìgbà tí Perez ti jáde, up till today, àrí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ó lò máa fún wa ní evidence. Ipò òun bá Mohbad ya fọ́tò, àrí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn because àṣírí Darosha tú. Ipe ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ ló lọ pé kó ṣe voice note yẹn, kó send ẹ̀ sí gist lover. Ẹ má gbàgbé pé Perez ti confirm ọmọ is dead. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Ṣé dẹ̀ rántí pé etí ni Wunmi kọ́kọ́ sọ fún wa pé ó fi kú. Bó ṣe sọ pé ọmọ yìí kú etí. The update mẹ́jọ ni Wunmi put up lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. Pre-planned. Ẹjọ́ gbogbo yín ẹ ní sọmọnù ẹ ní sọkọnù. Èèyàn sọ ọkọnù. Ẹ gbàgbé o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo boyfriend dẹkọjọ ń dóra yín tẹ like ara yín. Ká má wá sọ èyí tó lọ gbé ọmọ àlè wá tó sọ pé ọmọ Mohbad ni. Ó sọ boyfriend tó like nù. Ẹjọ́ ṣe máa mọ bí tí fóònù wà. Ẹ̀yin onílàkàyè mo bá sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣe máa mọ bí tí fóònù wà. Ẹsẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ 8 updates. Wunmi come put it up. They have killed him. I cannot see anybody that will replace you. Replacement ni Wunmi sọ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. Olórí burúkú tó ń sọ sí pé husband of my youth. Ṣé wọ́n ti pé nígà ló ń sọ́njọ́ yẹn. Gbogbo wa la sọ pé báwo ló ṣe máa pe ọkọ tó ń fẹ́ ní nígà. Ẹ má gbàgbé pé wọ́n ò pé bàbá Mohbad olórí burúkú ọmọ tó sọ pé bàbá Mohbad ni ò jẹ́ kó rí nǹkan tó pa Mohbad. Ẹ má gbàgbé pé wọ́n ò pé bàbá Mohbad until 7 o'clock lálẹ́. Ẹn tó ọmọ ti kú, ẹ wò gbà tó ti update pé ọmọ yẹn ti kú, ẹ pé bàbá tó ní ọmọ. Ìyá Mohbad ti wà ńbẹ̀ ó ti mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ ti pé lawyer. Ẹ ti pé àfáà. Over 100 people ni bàbá sọ pé wà ńbẹ̀ yẹn. Àyàn wà ńbẹ̀. Olórí burúkú tó ugly tó dàbí oṣó yẹn. Zalantan ó wà ńbẹ̀. Bàbá ní over 100 people ló wà níbẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ pé bàbá ọmọ. Wunmi dẹ̀ yìí sọ pé bàbá ni ò jẹ́ kó rí justice. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? now ẹ má gbàgbé pé 7 o'clock tó pé bàbá wọ́n sọ fún bàbá pé ọmọ kú ìyá Mohbad gan ló pé bàbá ó ní wọ́n sọ pé ara ọmọ yẹn ò yá ipe káwọn máa bọ̀ bàbá nígbà táwọn dé junction kan mi wọ́n ti junction yẹn ṣé ń gbọ́ mi ó ní wọ́n tún pé màmá Mohbad wọ́n pé bàbá ó ní wọ́n pé bàbá màmá Mohbad pé ẹ padà sílé ara ẹ̀ ti yá kí ni plan wọn tó ní kí bàbá padà sílé ọmọ tó ti kú ní táìmù yẹn tí over 100 people ti wà ń bẹ̀ pé bàbá o ìyá Mohbad lọ sọ fún pé ibo lẹ wà ìyá Mohbad sọ bí tí wọ́n wà ó wá ní ẹ padà sílé ara ẹ̀ ti yá bàbá ní no ara sọ̀rọ̀ fóun bàbá lóun ò padà ṣé ń gbọ́ mi bàbá ní jẹ́ ká máa lọ bàbá nígbà táwọn débẹ̀ èrò ti pọ̀jù ní gbogbo ọ̀tá yẹn bàbá ní ẹ̀yìn lòun lọ gbà wọlé bàbá wọlé látẹ̀yìn bàbá lọ sí òkè bàbá lóun ò bìlíìfù pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ bóun ṣe rérò yẹn pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ bàbá ní bóun ṣe lọ sókè kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ pé lọ sókè bí bàbá ṣe wá dé òkè bàbá yẹn bú sẹ́kún ìgbà tó rí duvet cover níbi tóun àti Mohbad ti máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ ṣebí yàrá ló jẹ́ kó ti rí duvet cover yẹn why tó jẹ́ pé yàrá ibi tí bàbá Mohbad àti Mohbad ti máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ti rí duvet cover á jẹ́ pé ibi tó ti parí iṣẹ́ yẹn nìyẹn ṣé ń gbọ́ mi bàbá nígbà tó ń gùnkè wọn mọ̀ pé òun gùnkè ó nítorí òun ò bìlíf pọ́mọ òun kú bàbá ní bóun ṣe wá dókè òun rí duvet cover ó sókì fẹ́ jẹ́ ẹ bá gbàgbé pé àbúrò ìyá Mohbad náà confirm pé òun rí duvet cover tó sókì fẹ́ jẹ́ ọ̀nà wa ń pe bàbá bá ṣe gbóhùn bàbá yẹn ń ké wọ́n wá ń gbóhùn ẹ̀ bàbá ẹ má bọ́ ń bí ẹ má bọ́ ń sàlẹ̀ ọmọ yín wà ń bí báyìí Wunmi ò ní ṣe oríire ìwọ àtàwọn tẹ́pá Mohbad ẹ̀ ní nísìnyí Wunmi jẹ́ kí n sọ kọ́kọ́ fún ẹ ṣọba pé ó lè rìn freely mọ́ láyé ẹ mi rí gbogbo bí tó lè wà ní world yìí ó lè rìn freely mọ́ àfi kó má daṣọ bojú bí ẹlẹ́yà Wunmi ó lè rìn freely mọ́ láyé ẹ àfi kó má daṣọ bojú bí ẹlẹ́yà ìgbà tí bàbá máa fi sọ̀kalẹ̀ Wunmi ọkọ tó pè ní husband of your youth ó tiẹ̀ ṣàpọ́nlé ọmọ yẹn abẹ́ staircase lọ ju ọmọ yẹn sí àfáà ti fá irun ẹ̀ wọ́n ti wọṣọ fún Dàgóṣà ti wẹ̀ fún ó ti wọṣọ fún ó ti dírẹ́sì ẹ̀ káwọn èèyàn tó dé husband of your youth Wunmi ó ṣàpọ́nlé ẹ̀ ó dírẹ́sì ẹ̀ tó kù bá kú bíbà because pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́ tí mò ń ṣe àwọn èèyàn máa ń kú tá bá ń rí wọn dáadáa a máa wẹ̀ fún wọn a máa dress wọn up wọn á look beautiful am I communicating àwọn tá a mọ̀ rárá nìyẹn ẹni tó wá bímọ fún tó pè ní husband of your youth ó ṣàpọ́nlé ẹ̀ ẹ̀jú sí abẹ́ staircase tó bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ ni wà á nífẹ̀ẹ́ ìdọ́jọ́ kú ni ó máa ń ṣe àpọ́nlé ẹ̀ mo ti rí ẹ tó ń bá òkú sùn sẹ́ kò bá sùn pé kó do ó ń sùn tí ó ní òun ò ní fi sílẹ̀ ó ní kò ní lọ ìfẹ́ yẹn so pọ̀ tó jẹ́ pé àdúrà lọ ṣe tó fi gbé òkú yẹn lọ pé kán jẹ́ kó máa lọ òkú dẹ̀ tí ń hùn ó máa ṣàpọ́nlé husband of your youth ẹ̀jú sábẹ́ staircase bí ẹran tó kú tó mú ní títì bí bàbá jẹ́ désàlẹ̀ olórí burúkú ọmọ yìí ó sáré lọ bá bàbá wọ́n ti pa Wunmi ó máa sọ àwọn tó pa fún wa ní èní ó ní bàbá wọ́n ti pa ẹgbẹ́ lọ sí Èkìtì kẹlọro why meanwhile bàbá rò pé mo sọ fún yín pé roundabout tó wà ní junction àwọn Wunmi ibẹ̀ ló ti fẹ́ set bàbá ọ̀ wọ́n ti ní káwọn ọlọ́pàá dúró síbẹ̀ ká ní bàbá gbé ọmọ yẹn ni wọ́n máa arrest bàbá ni. ṣé ń gbọ́ mi now that is not the bone of contention bàbá dáhùn mi lóhùn pé èmi ò mọ nǹkan kan ẹ má gbàgbé pé Dàgóṣà ti ẹ̀ ń bá òun Mohbad kó tó dé Dàgóṣà ti gbé yọ̀ sí láyà òkú ọjọ́ kan ò tí ì lè máa hùn mo sọ fún yín pé mo ti ṣiṣẹ́ ibi ó ń pè kíní kan ní end of life tó bá ti sọ pé wọ́n máa kú wọ́n ti sọ pé bí a 2 months bí a 2 weeks bí a 1 month ló máa kú so a máa lọ bá wọn pẹ̀lú àwọn family wọn a máa nurture wọn a máa bá àwọn family wọn sọ̀rọ̀ ṣé mọ̀ láti ní impact kó tó kú ṣé ń gbọ́ mi òkú ọjọ́ kan ò tí ì lè máa hùn so tó bá jẹ́ pé Tuesday ló kú Tuesday ló pe bàbá aṣọ́yọ yín kí ló dé tí Dàgóṣà sáré lọ gbé iyọ̀ sí láyà tó fi òwú sí létí àti mú Wunmi Oh, ní ṣe oríire wọn.
So the truth of the matter is that whatever they said that Prime Boy and Mohbad engaged in, according to the police, Mohbad, he bled profusely. None of those things exist. Even Wunmi said this, she confirmed this at the coroner inquest. Now, they are hanging this on something spiritual. Oh, he had something on him. Now, I guess it's making it more glaring, something for us to take note, that videos, footages from the show that Mohbad went to, was putting on this short sleeve, this t-shirt, a short one, and what they saw is that injury had been there. We've been told that he already had that injury. That injury came from what? From fight between Mohbad and Wunmi. They had previous issue before they went to the show. In fact, this is the reason why Wunmi went to the show with Wunmi. Mohbad said Wunmi should not come to the show. You have a little baby, keep the baby, let me quickly go get money. He wasn't going to the show to enjoy himself, although it's part of the flex, it's part of the job. Let me quickly go and return back. She said, no, I'm going with you. And the reason why she decided to go is because of the pending issue. Like, let me be there to monitor. Let me be there to observe. Immediately she realized that Mohbad was not going to accept or agree. She said to herself, it's time to end. It's time to end all of this once and for all. So the nurse was called to come treat Mohbad. There is something fishy about everything that happened there. Our guest is saying, what if Mohbad had already been destroyed, like they've already buyed Mohbad, kept Mohbad somewhere, then they sent a picture of someone else, brought in the nurse to administer what the nurse administered, and later when the issue of the video that we saw that is still not clear, that has become a big issue, they said, oh, Mohbad is no longer alive. Mohbad is no longer alive. Mohbad is no longer alive. Maybe they just roped the nurse into it. Immediately the nurse came back, they brought Mohbad, who is not breathing. And the nurse is like, what is this? They already poured water on him. The nurse is like, who is this guy? Say, he's finished. So they started rushing. And the nurse is like, wait, who was the other person that I gave drip to? Who is this one that these guys are pulling around, pushing around? Like, what's this thing? Now, can the nurse say, this is not Mohbad, this is not the person that I treated, the person they brought to me is a different person? She does not even have the mouth to speak because they've already given her big slaps at the police station. If you open your mouth anyhow, you collect. Why? Because there is someone already, corrupt police officer, former corrupt police officer, who knows how to manipulate things like this. How can she say more than what she's saying? Now, let us say, okay, it is Mohbad that she actually administered the medication to. Let us assume. Why will Mohbad be kept under the staircase? And why did Darusha put bag of salt on his chest and try to embalm him, claiming that this is how his own father was processed when he passed away? Although he has denied this, claiming that his account, social media account, was hacked, which I believe if the police that know how to grab people's mobile phone to dig into it and all of that, they should be able to find out if truly his account was hacked. Because if your account was hacked, at least there will be telltale signs. You will know that your email or something has been changed. You will get notifications, just that you will not be able to get into your account. Where are the evidence of this? He said what he said, and that's the end of it. They don't want to process it. They don't want to investigate what he said. What is happening here? So Mohbad was kept under the staircase. Was he smelling? Was there odor already? Was there odor coming out of Mohbad? Was there anything like that? Within how many minutes? I mean, if what they claim according to the timing is true, yes, I know that the weather could be a bit humid and hot I know, but I don't think it should have gotten to that very quick where they have to start, putting bag of salt on his chest, packaging in. The reason they package it is because he has started smelling. You can't just embalm someone like, oh, they say it's gone. Let me quickly put a bag of salt on his chest and package him. What nonsense is that? They never expected Mohbad's father's presence that day. If they knew he was coming, who knows what they wanted to do? In fact, Wunmi and her mom they wanted to, if they had fulfilled it, if they had succeeded in setting Mohbad's father up. That's why there is this silence after the burial of Mohbad, that his own father was not even present. There was so much silence. Wunmi was there all through the journey at the police station. She was there. When they went to the morgue, she was there. So much silence. They didn't say nothing when Mohbad's father was being dragged. They didn't say no word. Why? Because they were expecting him to fall. If he had made that mistake of trying to transport Mohbad to wherever, to his village, that would have been the end of the journey for him. He would have been arrested. Some police officers that have been stationed somewhere would just grab him and ask him, hey, mister, where are you coming to? They would have slapped him before he would say, it's my son. I'm trying to get him. They would have slapped him. Then immediately, Wunmi will swing into action with his mom and say, I don't know. She will start speaking incoherently, like, he was still breathing. I don't even know. I don't know why. Oh, God. She will start speaking. You guys have heard her speak, so you know the way she sounds. When she's being asked question A, Wunmi will be speaking something, talking about B, C, D, F, Z. That's how she goes about her thing whenever she wants to lie. If she had convinced Mohbad's father and he fell into the trap that she and her mom and her mentors have put down, like, hey, she already called them like, Mohbad's father is here. They said, okay, you know what? Don't worry. Don't be afraid. Try and convince him to take the body away from that house. Convince him to take Mohbad out of that house. If he can, without an ambulance, quickly, we will swing into action. We'll call who needs to block him on the road. They will just station like a roadblock and they say, hey, and that's the end of it. Mohbad's father's voice will not be heard anymore and they will keep quiet. The way they kept quiet all through, that's how they are going to keep quiet about it. But we thank God that the man didn't fall into that trap. He said, sorry, I don't know about such things. All I know is the rule of law. We must go to the police station for us to report what has happened. He went there, reported what happened, wrote the statement, what he saw, and everything. Do you know that till today, all of the preparation that is supposed to be part of this, of justice for Mohbad, I mean, that Mohbad's father is supposed to present with the police, none of those things exist. They already been it. Can you believe? Act of wickedness. Wickedness of the highest level. Wickedness. Wickedness of the highest level. Can you believe it? Just look at what this justice of Mohbad. Just look at how everything has become. Just imagine. Look at what it has become. So much, wickedness here and there. Justice for Mohbad.